Hey everyone, happy Thursday and welcome to Office AskSpot Office Hours live help sessions. So this is where you can ask quick question regarding AskSpot and get live help. On these live calls, we also tend to do builds, live builds of the tools that we have here in AskSpot so that you know how it can work in real use cases. So, feel free to unmute your mic or just type in your question if you want. We have a few familiar faces here on the call. We have Dimitri. Hey, Dimitri, good morning. We have Dave. We have Sherry on the call. Nice to see you here, Sherry. We have Don. We have Eric. We have Chandra. We have Team and Dave. That's so awesome. It's so awesome to see you guys. I love it. So I think you guys will really love what we have in store for today. So we are going to be building what we call a link in bio spotlight. Okay, so if you work with creators, if you work with coaches, or if you're working with anyone trying to build a personal brand, I think this one's perfect for you because with this link in bio spotlight, it will be way smarter than a link tree. Most common creators or coaches, they tend to use link tree or maybe a static landing page, right? So let me just show you guys here an example of what our build would look like once we're done. Okay, so over here, as you can see, this is something that you can offer as a solution to clients who are overwhelmed with DMs. Maybe they're juggling multiple offers or they're constantly answering the same questions. So we're going to create this spotlight that introduces their brand, their personal brand. It will be able to handle common questions with AI. It can route visitors to the right product or offer. And it looks super polished. I mean, it looks super aesthetic, and all within one simple link. So there's no coding needed. There's no long onboarding. This is just super easy to build, super fast to build. And if you want to create this, for influencers, for experts, for solo brands, I think this will be perfect for you. So let's get into it, okay? But like what I always mention, if you have any questions at all regarding what we're building or regarding the tools that we have in AskSpot, feel free to type it in the chat section, or also you can also unmute your mic. That would be perfect. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me go to my AskSpot account. Okay, so I will put that under spotlights. Check records. Da, da, da. Can you have custom domain for spotlights? You can have one custom domain for all your tools in AskSpot, Dave. So that can be set up under settings. And then, so it's kind of like you have to set it up under your general settings and not per spotlight. So you'll have to put that under custom domain, and you'll see right here where you can change all of the AskSpot links to your own custom domain. So you'll see the setup guide also in here along with the A record or the CNAME record where you need to point it out so that it will connect successfully. So this is where you can set that up. And let's go back. Okay, so I'm in my Spotlight business. Click create. Now click Spotlight. So this one's for link in bio Spotlight. And I think the settings are good. Let's click create. It's creating, it's generating. Okay. Loading tools data. There you go. Spotlight. Okay, so first things first, we need to add at least one resource before we can see our spotlight. So when it comes to spotlight, when it comes to chatbots, we always need to add even just one resource so that our chatbot or our spotlight will work. Okay, so let me just add this quick resource about the the client that we're building this brand for. So let me go to text and just put a few Q&As about them. So about Tessa Ray, she is a full-time fashion and lifestyle influencer with over 500,000 followers. And then some frequently asked questions like where do you shop? Can I collaborate? Um, And then just a few more others in here. So let's add above data. Okay, so now at least we have one. So let's proceed on customizing this spotlight. So that will be over here on our settings. And then we have our header. So as you can see under our header options for the logo, I just had one generated by ChatGPT, but it looks pretty great. So let me show you guys the one that we will be using for this. Oh, that looks pretty blurred out. Let me just see if that will look great when added. I think that looks fine. Let me just do a preview. Okay, yeah, that looks okay there. And then let me go over here to our um title. So this one will be, let's just say Tesserae Spotlight, the name, and also like a button text. Let's add collab with Tesserae, and then let's just put the link to this exact spotlight. Okay, there you go. Next, let's add a few custom links. So this is where you can actually like display links into the header settings. So for this one, we will be adding up to 3. There you go. I think with Linktree, the only feature that it has is that you can add like links like this, right? But with a spotlight, you can add the custom links. And also you can have a smart AI answering all of the questions that a visitor might have. So let's save that. So basically this one's shop my looks, join my newsletter, and download creator toolkit. So these are just few sample links that we added in here. So let's make sure that's saved. And then let's go to profile. Okay. So over here on profile is where we can add our profile image. So let's do add media. You can add photo, video, or by URL. So let's do photo for now and open that and upload. Okay, awesome. So just a reminder, guys, you can add multiple medias if you want. You can add another video if you want, or maybe a URL in this profile section. So now that we have our profile image, let me go to our profile description and let's customize this one too. There you go. Okay, hey, I'm Tessa. I'm a fashion lifestyle creator. And then just a few details about her. And then of course, the social media profiles and important links. So we will have a few added in here. So I think we will add up to 7, I think. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Let me add another one. Okay. So first one, let's do Instagram. So we have already a few in here that you can just click on, or if you want, you can click on the custom link. So let's go to Instagram. And then this one's going to be TikTok. So as you can see, it changes the icon over here. And then this one's going to be YouTube. And let me get the link for the YouTube. And by the way, guys, if you're someone who's creating spotlights a lot, we do have an IntelliForm that you can use to collect data, to collect information from the client that will help you build their spotlight. So basically it's collecting what they want to see on their spotlight, collecting links like this, so you can just easily add them to your spotlight without going back and forth. So let me go over here and go to Pinterest. Okay. And let me know, guys, if you want a copy of that spotlight setup in Teleform. Okay, Twitter. And then this one's going to be, I think this one's going to be LinkedIn. Where is it? There you go. LinkedIn. Awesome. We have that. And then we have Patreon. So let me just get the Patreon link right here. And the very last one, I think we also need the website. Awesome. All right, there you go. save that. Okay, so we have the profile in here. And I've seen the few comments. Okay, so okay, you guys want a copy of the spotlight setup form? Sure, sure. Let me just show you guys how you would have to customize this once I give you the link. So let me just go. I think it's under here. Fetching records, loading tools data, loading stats. Almost there. Okay, awesome. Now let me go to, I think it is name setup. There you go. It's looking for it. Okay, there you go. Spotlight setup. Okay, so it looks like this. Basically, this is the welcome cover. If you want, you can change this um to your business, and then basically you are asking them for their business brand name, and then briefly describe your business or what you offer. And then for this one, since like what I mentioned before, we cannot directly upload an image or a video over here in AskSpot, but what you can do is what they call this, redirect them to a shared folder like this. So basically, if you click on this link, if they click on this link, they'll be redirected to this Google Drive folder. So let me just remove this because this one's tailored to mine. What you will do now, if I provide you the link for this sub spotlight setup, is make sure to highlight this and then click on add link. So just enter the link for this specific word. And then once they're done uploading the link to, I'm sorry, the image or the video to this link, to this shared drive right here, they can just click check on it. And next, let me just show you the few others that we have in here. And then this one's upload a short video or a professional photo. So for this one, that would be the profile setup. So we're trying to set up their profile right here. So we need like a professional photo or maybe a short video, because as I said earlier, you can add videos in here, right? And then some quick action buttons. So if they want like a contact form or an appointment booking or a download button, you can set this up under channels. So basically, depending on how they answer the spotlight, that's how you will build, depending on how they answer the spotlight setup form, that's how you would build your exact spotlight. Dave is asking, can you embed spotlights on a website? Yes, you can fully embed it on a website for sure. Let me just go over here. And I'll show you that in a bit, Dave. So over here is where they can add, a featured resource link. So they're just going to drop the link right here that you can use for their spotlight, and then the tone for the AI assistant, the common questions the AI should answer, or which contact or booking method should be prioritized. So let me just give you guys a copy of this. Oh, where is it? Okay. Let me search for it again. And share, copy duplicate page link. Okay, there you go. So that would be the spotlight setup in Teleform that you can use. I just pasted it on the chat. And if you guys, have any questions on how to use this form or how to turn it into a spotlight, just let me know, okay? And as for embedding the spotlight, Dave, you can use the code. So that's easily available right here at the top right section. Code, and then this embed code can be used for the site itself. And 1 second, let me go over to now. Okay, I think we're done with the profile part, right? Let's move on to chats. Okay, yeah, we're on chats. Awesome. So let's customize this. Initial message will be, let me just add this initial message. Hey, you, welcome to my spotlight. In here, you'll find my links, your latest content, and answers to the things that I get asked the most. And then over here, we will be adding a form, like a collab form on this spotlight itself. So let's add that later. Let's just save changes. Okay, awesome. Next, let's go to customization. And I think I already have a custom theme for this. There you go. So this one's a custom theme that I created. Um, and you can also, we already have some pre-built in here, but if you want, it's super, super easy to create our custom themes for this. You'll see the branding colors update live right here on this left part of the screen. Let's save changes for that again and go to AI config. So this is where we set up our system prompt. So let me just add this very specific prompt that I crafted for this specific spotlight. And let me show you guys this. So enlarge that, enlarge, enlarge. There you go. Awesome. So you're a friendly and helpful AI assistant for Tessa Ray. Just a little description about her. Your job is to answer questions from visitors to our spotlight page. And then this is the branding tone. So friendly, confident, slightly playful. Keep answers concise and helpful. Think like a creator who's cool but approachable. And then a few more other guidelines in here. Um, and that's our system prompt. And change this. Let me just change this to 4.0. I think that's the smartest model for me. So there you go. We have our AI config, flow setting. We don't really need a flow for this. So let's go and move on to channels. So like what I said earlier, let's add a collab form as a channel first. So let me just show you guys the form that I created for this. So this is the collab form. So again, when it comes to creating lead form, so basically you're trying to collect data within this spotlight, right? You're trying to collect inputs within this spotlight tool itself. What you're going to use for that is the lead forms. So these are forms that you basically connect to your spotlight, to your chatbots, to your canvases, and this is where you will get that, or you will set that up. Okay. So over here we have our title. So and then our headline. Are you interested in collaborating with Tesserae? And then let's create something aligned, impactful, and fun. Fill this out so we can see if it's a good fit. Let me know, guys, if when you duplicate a tool or when I share an import link, let me know if these lead forms are not showing up on your end or not importing also on your end. So I can give you guys a copy of this also. So over here, we have our input field settings. That would be the name, the email. Okay, that's redundant. So let's remove that. And then Instagram, website, or brand link, brief overview of the campaign or the product, and then anything else you'd like to add. And then over here on the submit message, I just added an action after the form submission, which is thanks so much. I'll review your request and be in touch like this. So let's save changes for that and collect it to our connect it to my spotlight. And go over here, add channel, add form. And then let's just find it in here. There you go, call up form. And then collab with Tesserae. Oh, let's just say collaboration form. Collaboration form. Create. And save changes. Go to settings. Go to our chat settings. And make sure that's added in here. There you go. Fill out call-out form here. Call-out form here. And save changes. Okay, awesome. Now let's take a look at our spotlight. We do a preview. Okay, there you go. So we have created the spotlight. Let me just okay, so this is the how the form looks like. Basically, they'll have to fill this out. Let me just try this. Okay, gmail.com. Just submit. Okay, so here's the message. I'll review your request and be in touch. Please note I only take limited number of brand partnerships that align with my content and audience. And you see that data collected under the data right here. So if you want to view all of the data that the form was able to collect for this specific spotlight, this is where you will view that. And you can also just do an export of it if you want. So just click on in here and then click download, and then you'll be able to export all of the data collected by that lead form. Or another way to view this data collected by the lead form that you have is by going to the form itself. So that's under lead forms, and then click on the form itself, and then click on collected user info right here. So mainly we do this when when the form is connected to multiple tools or multiple spotlights. So you'll see all of the collected data along with what the name of the chatbot or the spotlight is right here. And if you click on it, I think it will redirect you. Yeah, it will redirect you to that spotlight itself. So that's how it works. That's how this specific tool is built, how it works, and how it can help also, especially if you're working with with someone, building a personal brand. So let me just give you guys a copy of this on the chat section. Please wait. Fetching records, loading tools data. And we're almost there. Okay, great. Now let me do a share. Okay, where's my duplicate link? 1 second. Oh, okay, it's right here. And save changes, copy link. And let me just put that right here in the chat section. So this is the spotlight duplicate link. Awesome. All right. So now I'm opening the floor for any questions that you guys might have about this build or anything that you're building in AskSpot. Just let me know. Hey, anyone at all have any questions today? How do we import that link to use it? Yeah, Dawn. So just basically click on that duplicate link that I sent on chat, and it will open up this page. If you're not logged in to your AskSpot account, it will ask you to log in first, and then it will redirect you to this page. And then what you would want to do is select where you want to see this spotlight in. So you can just select the business that you already have inside Spot, or you can also add a new business from here if you want. And then you can change the spotlight name right here. Let me just try this. And then continue. And then it will redirect you to that exactly. There you go. So there's your spotlight. So you successfully imported that. And when you go to businesses, I think you'll see that created also. There you go. Hey, any other question, guys, before we wrap up the call? Hello, Kim. Can you show me how IntelliForm is used in Spotlight? Oh, okay. I think for that question, Chandra, are you referring to the IntelliForm setup that I mentioned earlier, or just overall on how to connect, IntelliForm and use it in a Spotlight? Okay, so if you're referring to the Spotlight setup form that I showed earlier, so let me go to that again. Let's just wait a little bit. Okay, there you go. Now let me go to that setup. Ta-ta. Okay, Spotlight setup in Teleform. So this one basically, so you're going to use this form, right, to collect information, to collect data, and then build the Spotlight based on that collected data. So you cannot really connect an IntelliForm with a Spotlight, but you can utilize the IntelliForm so you can, build their Spotlight for them in the back end, collect some data. And what you would do is over here, if you already have the collected data in here. All you need to do is, get that, copy that, and then you can use this. Okay, I have a hack for you guys. This is what I've been using. So you can use this Spot Spotlight Builder. So after collecting all of the data from that IntelliForm, oh, I lost it. There you go. From this IntelliForm, so just get all of those and then paste that right here. And then this AskSpot Spotlight Builder will build it for you from scratch. So basically, it will help you build the header, the profile, the chat section, the system prompt, and then a sample source if you want. And I think it will also recommend some channels. So basically, all you need to do is just copy and paste and start building. And I know you guys will want a copy of this. Let me put that in the chats also. So this is a Spotlight Builder GPT. So that's my entire process when it comes to building this spotlights. Collect the data using this IntelliForm, and then ask the custom GPT to build it for me, and I'll just copy and paste it to my Spot setup right here. And then I think there's one other question from Dwayne, are there still plans of us having the voice function in a spotlight? Yes, actually, that's a great question, Dwayne. Let me follow up. Okay, let me follow up with Dave, and Drew, and also the devs about that. I think we do have plans on adding the voice function in Spotlight. But let me get some updates on that, Dwayne, and I'll send you an email or maybe a chat in school once I get an update from them. Okay. And let's see here. When you added from Dawn, when you added first source Q&A text, did you create a doc or enter the info directly? I just entered the info directly. If you want, you can also create a document for this. But for this example, I just copied the data and pasted it right here under text, and then I added the data to chatbot. But if you're someone who have the sources as files, like if your client provided files, you can just simply download it right here. Or if you want, you can connect a Google Doc also, so that each time you add new information, you can just, auto sync it on this Spotlight. Okay. All right. You're very welcome, Chandra. Very welcome, Dwayne. Let's see. Anyone else maybe has any questions? Is there a way to delete all data such as test email forms? Yeah, I think that's a great question. Let's try right now. These are actually test answers, and over here, data, collected data. So yeah, you can delete the selected data from here. Let me just try clicking on a bunch of data, delete selected. Okay, so yeah, you can clear out all of the old data. I think that's also possible with chats. So let's just try right here. If you click on the checkbox, delete all. There you go. Just make sure to, if you're working with like multiple chats, like you already have 100 chats in here, and then you click select all, just a reminder that it would select all of the 100 chats. And if you click on delete all, it would delete all of that. So just be mindful of the item selected before we delete the data. Okay, I hope that answered your question, Dawn. Any other questions, guys? Anything else? Okay, I think we're good for today. All right. That red delete button did not appear for me. Okay. Yeah, check that out, Dawn, and let me know, okay? If it's still not appearing, I'll make it appear for you. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. And if you need anything at all, okay, any questions at all, like I always said, I'm always here for you guys. And thank you all for joining. Have a happy Thursday. Bye-bye.